Do you ever wake up in the morning feeling like you've barely slept, even though you got a full night's rest? Maybe you grab your cup of coffee, tell yourself you just need to shake it off, but by mid-afternoon, that same heavy fatigue hits you again. Your belly feels bloated, your energy is low, and no matter how much you tweak your diet, the weight around your midsection just doesn't seem to move. If that sounds familiar, here's something most people never realize. Those aren't random signs of getting older. They can be early whispers from your liver, one of the most hardworking yet overlooked organs in your entire body. You see, your liver is like the body's main processing plant. Every single bite of food you eat, every sip you take, every pill you swallow, it all goes through that plant. Its job? To filter, package, and send nutrients where they need to go while keeping toxins out of your bloodstream. But imagine what happens when that plant starts to get clogged. When instead of clean oil running through the system, thick, sticky sludge begins to build up inside the machinery. That's what happens in a condition called fatty liver, when too much fat accumulates in the liver's cells. And the scariest part? You can have it for years without knowing. There's no sharp pain, no flashing warning sign, just quiet fatigue, stubborn belly fat, and a sense that your metabolism isn't what it used to be. And here's the kicker. This doesn't only happen to people who eat junk food all day. In fact, many cases of fatty liver start from foods people believe are healthy. Today, we're going to uncover 5 of those foods, the ones silently overworking your liver even when you think you're eating right. And stay with me until the very end, because the last one is so common, it's probably sitting in your kitchen right now. Let's start with the first hidden culprit. Imagine Sarah, a 58-year-old teacher from Ohio. She's always been careful with her diet. Every morning, she starts her day with what she believes is the perfect breakfast, a bowl of low-fat yogurt topped with fruit and a drizzle of honey. It sounds healthy, right? But within an hour, she's yawning again. By lunchtime, she's craving something sweet. And despite her healthy breakfast, her doctor keeps warning her that her liver enzymes are creeping up. The hidden problem? Sugar. Not just the obvious kind, but the sneaky sugars that hide in everyday healthy foods. When you eat something sweet, even fruit-flavored yogurt or cereal labeled natural, the liver has to process a particular type of sugar called fructose. Unlike glucose, which your muscles can use for energy, fructose goes straight to the liver. And if your liver doesn't need that much energy at the moment, it turns the excess into fat. Over time, that fat begins to collect inside liver cells, slowly transforming that clean processing plant into a sludge-filled factory. Scientists call this non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, but most people just feel it as tiredness, brain fog, and weight that sticks no matter what they do.
The tricky part is that these sugars don't just come from sweets or soda. They hide in healthy granola, protein bars, fruit juices, and even salad dressings. The label might say low fat or natural, but what they've done is remove the fat and replaced it with sugar to keep it tasting good. And that's how people like Sarah, people who genuinely try to eat well, end up unknowingly feeding the very problem they're trying to solve. Now, here's the second silent offender, and it's something most of us have been told is a healthier switch: vegetable oils. You know the ones: corn oil, soybean oil, sunflower oil, canola oil. They sound clean, light, even heart-friendly. But inside your body, they tell a very different story. These oils are highly processed. To extract oil from seeds, companies use high heat, chemicals, and bleaching agents. By the time it reaches your kitchen, it's no longer the natural oil it once was. It's an unstable fat that oxidizes easily. When that happens, it generates compounds that create inflammation in your body. Your liver, being the cleanup crew, steps in to deal with that inflammation. But with repeated exposure, especially from fried foods, processed snacks, and restaurant meals, it becomes overwhelmed. Think of your liver like a sponge. A few drops of oil are fine, but if you keep soaking it day after day, eventually it can't absorb anymore. The excess starts turning into fat deposits. And because these oils are in almost everything, from salad dressings to baked goods to nonstick sprays, they slowly build up inside you, creating an invisible storm of inflammation that clogs your liver's machinery. What's worse, these seed oils contain something called omega-6 fatty acids. While a small amount is necessary, too much can tilt your body's balance away from healing and toward inflammation. It's like having too many workers in your body yelling fire and not enough ones calming things down. But perhaps the most deceptive food, and one that millions still think of as safe, is refined carbohydrates. Take bread, pasta, and cereals made with white flour. They may not taste sweet, but your body treats them almost the same way it treats sugar. The moment you eat them, your blood sugar rises. Your pancreas releases insulin to store that sugar as energy. But when your cells already have enough, your liver steps in to handle the overflow. And how does the liver handle extra sugar? By turning it into fat. Over time, this repeated cycle, breakfast toast, lunchtime sandwich, dinner rolls, teaches your liver to keep storing fat even when it doesn't need to. Now, remember how we said the liver is like your body's main factory? Well, think of refined carbs as the truckloads of unnecessary raw materials constantly being delivered to that factory. Even if the plant is already full, the deliveries keep coming. So where does it all go? Into the back room, storage. And in the liver's case, that storage becomes fat. That's why many people with fatty liver are not overweight by much. It's not just how much they eat, it's what they eat and how often. Refined carbs and sugars can make the liver act like a hoarder, collecting fat it never needed in the first place. And you can feel this process long before any doctor tells you something is wrong. That heaviness after meals, that midday energy crash, that fog that settles in when your blood sugar spikes and dips. These aren't random. They're subtle signals from your liver saying, "I'm overworked, I need help." But here's the hopeful part. The liver is one of the most forgiving organs in the entire body. Even if it's been under stress for years, it can regenerate if you give it the right conditions. And that starts by knowing which foods to avoid. So far, we've talked about the hidden sugars in healthy foods, the inflammation-triggering seed oils, and the refined carbs that quietly overload your liver. But we're only halfway through the list. In Section 2, we'll uncover 2 more foods that push the liver past its limit, including one that nearly everyone eats daily, believing it's harmless. The truth about this final food shocks even medical professionals when they see how it affects liver function. Because if there's one thing the liver hates more than sugar, it's this.
By now, you already understand how easy it is for the liver to become overwhelmed. Not from what we think of as junk, but from the quiet, everyday foods we've been told are healthy. But the truth runs deeper than sugar, oils, and refined carbs. There are 2 more everyday culprits that can silently choke the life out of your liver's ability to heal. Let's start with the one that hides behind a label we've all trusted for years. Diet foods. You know those products that promise to be guilt-free, zero sugar, or low-calorie? They're often loaded with something even more confusing for the liver: artificial sweeteners. Take a moment to think about it. A friend offers you a can of diet soda, saying, "Don't worry, it's sugar-free." You smile, take a sip, and feel like you've made a smart choice. But inside your body, something entirely different is happening. When artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, or saccharin hit your system, your brain interprets the sweet taste as real sugar and tells your pancreas, "Prepare the insulin, sugar's coming." But then no sugar arrives. Over time, this confuses your metabolism. Your body starts to lose its natural ability to respond to sweetness properly. And guess who picks up the slack? The liver. These artificial compounds disrupt your gut bacteria, the very ones that help your liver process fats and toxins. When the gut becomes unbalanced, inflammation seeps into the bloodstream, directly impacting the liver. It's like polluting the river that feeds your city's water supply. The liver is forced to filter more, work harder, and deal with toxins it was never meant to handle in those amounts. Recent studies have shown that regular consumption of artificial sweeteners can increase insulin resistance,
meaning your body needs more insulin to get the same job done. That's the perfect storm for fatty liver, because the more insulin your body releases, the more fat your liver stores. Now imagine this pattern repeating every day: diet soda with lunch, sugar-free gum, low-calorie desserts. You think you're making healthier choices, but in reality, your liver is drowning in confusion. It's trying to process chemical sweeteners it doesn't recognize, while managing the hormonal chaos those sweeteners create. Here's how one of my patients, Daniel, described it. He's a 63-year-old retired engineer who switched to diet soda years ago to cut calories. He told me, "I thought I was being smart, but I kept gaining belly fat. My doctor said my liver enzymes were off the charts." When he finally ditched the diet drinks and switched to water with lemon, his liver markers started improving within weeks. That's the hidden danger. What we call healthy substitutes can often trick the body far worse than the original ingredient. Now let's talk about the fifth and shocking food, the one that even people who've cut out sugar, refined carbs, and processed oils still struggle with. It's the food most Americans eat every day, believing it's harmless. I'm talking about conventional dairy. Yes, milk, that innocent glass that we've been told since childhood does the body good. But the truth is more complicated. Modern milk isn't the same milk our grandparents drank. Today's dairy is heavily processed, often homogenized and pasteurized at high temperatures, and sourced from cows given hormones and antibiotics to boost production. What this means is that your liver, which must detoxify anything unnatural entering your bloodstream, ends up working overtime to clear the residues of those hormones, medications, and inflammatory proteins. And that's only part of the story. The other problem lies in lactose, the natural sugar in milk. As we age, most people produce less lactase, the enzyme that helps digest lactose. When lactose isn't properly broken down, it ferments in the gut, leading to bloating, inflammation, and the production of endotoxins, substances that can seep into the bloodstream and trigger your liver's alarm system. Each time that happens, your liver must step in to clean up. But just like a filter that never gets replaced, it begins to clog, slowly, silently, until symptoms start to appear. That puffy face in the morning, that stubborn belly fat around the waist, that dull, unexplained tiredness that no coffee can fix. Even low-fat milk doesn't escape blame. In fact, when fat is removed, what's left behind is a more concentrated source of milk sugar. That spike in sugar acts just like a refined carb, pushing your liver once again into fat storage mode. This doesn't mean everyone needs to give up dairy forever, but if your liver's already under pressure, switching to cleaner sources like unsweetened almond milk, coconut milk, or grass-fed dairy in moderation can make a world of difference. Here's the bigger point behind all 5 foods. The liver doesn't just respond to what you eat, it responds to how consistently it's being overloaded. Think of it like a washing machine. You can get away with one heavy load, but if every single day you're tossing in piles of sugar, refined carbs, oils, artificial sweeteners, and processed dairy, that machine starts rattling, slowing, and eventually breaking down. And yet here's the miracle of it all. The liver is not your enemy. It's the most loyal, hard-working organ you have. Even when 70% of it is damaged, it can still regenerate if you stop pouring fuel on the fire. Within weeks of removing these hidden culprits, people start to notice small miracles: clearer skin, steadier energy, better sleep, sharper focus. That stubborn belly fat? It begins to shrink as the liver regains its ability to burn fat efficiently instead of storing it. Sarah, the teacher from earlier, is proof. After cutting out her healthy flavored yogurts, switching to olive oil instead of seed oils, and giving up her morning toast, she said something remarkable during her last visit. "It feels like someone took a fog off my brain." Her liver enzymes dropped back into the normal range. Her energy came back. Her clothes fit differently, not because she starved herself, but because her body finally began to heal. The truth is, most people don't need a complex detox or an expensive cleanse. What they need is to stop unknowingly attacking their liver. Once they do, the body knows exactly what to do. It resets, rebalances, and rebuilds. So if you've been feeling tired, puffy, or stuck in that endless cycle of dieting and disappointment, don't ignore it. Those are your liver's quiet cries for help. Start small. Swap sugary health snacks for real fruit or nuts. Trade those inflammatory oils for olive, avocado, or coconut oil. Choose whole grains over white flour. Drop the diet drinks and go back to clean water or herbal tea. And if you love dairy, choose organic or grass-fed and enjoy it in moderation. Your liver doesn't need perfection, it just needs relief. Because when your liver begins to heal, everything changes. Your energy, your weight, your mood, even your skin. You feel lighter, clearer, more alive. And that's when you realize you were never just tired or lazy or getting old. You were carrying the weight of foods that your liver simply couldn't process anymore. So as you stand in your kitchen tomorrow morning, take one last look at that healthy yogurt, that light salad dressing, or that sugar-free soda, and remember what's really at stake. Your liver is fighting for you every single day. Isn't it time you started fighting for it?